So now let's have some examples on this, on the energy and power, voltage, energy and power, to understand these concepts. So we have an energy source that forces or provides a constant current of 2 ampere for 10 seconds. So 2 ampere is our current, okay, value of the current is equal to 2 amperes. So the energy source, for example, a battery gives a current of 2 amperes for a time equal to 10 seconds. So the time is equal to 10 seconds, okay, to flow through a light bulb. If 2.3 kilojoule is given off in the form of light and heat energy, find the voltage drop again across the bulb. So here we have 2.3 kilojoule is given off in the form of light and heat. This is a light bulb which gives light and heat energy. So this energy is 2.3 kilojoule. So we say that our energy is equal to 2.3 kilojoule. And we said before that kilo is equivalent to 10 to the power 3. Okay, so we have here energy, we have current, we have time, we need the voltage. Okay, so if you remember that energy is equal to voltage, let's say power first, multiplied by time, right? Or VI multiplied by time. So we have energy 2.3 kilojoule, and we have voltage is the one which we need, and we have current 2 ampere, and we have time 10 seconds. So from here you can get the amount of voltage. Okay, so as you can see here the voltage total charge, this is another way, okay. Instead of this is a method which I just think about, okay. So you will find that here from this equation, let's see it first. We have voltage equal to energy, which is 2.3 multiplied by 10 to the power 3, okay, divided by 2 multiplied by 10, 2 multiplied by 10, okay. This will give us the voltage. Now if you look at the voltage here, which is the final form in this other method, you will find 2.3 multiplied by 10 to the power 3 divided by 20. Okay, now what is this method? It is the same idea. You can do it in another way. We know that the voltage is equal to change in watt or energy per coulomb. So here we have energy which is 2.3 kilojoule, and we need Q, and the amount of charges is equal to the current multiplied by time. Okay, now where did we get this? Remember that current is equal to Q over T. So from here Q is equal to current multiplied by T, current multiplied by T. So we have 2 multiplied by 10 gives us 20 coulombs. Using this one, we will get the voltage. All of them will lead to the same result. Okay. Now let's have another example. So find the power delivered to an element at time equals 3 milliseconds. So we need the power at a certain instant. If the current entering its positive terminal is I equal 5 cosine 60 by T ampere, and the voltages in the first case we have V equals 3I. In the second case we have V equals 3 di over dt. Okay, so first we need here the power. Okay, so the power simply equal to V multiplied by I, voltage multiplied by the current. So the current here is 5 cosine 60 by T. This is the equation of current. Now what is the value of the voltage? Voltage is, in the first case, 3 times this value. In the second case it will be 3 multiplied by derivative of this current. So let's do this. First, we will get the voltage. So in the first case, we have V equals 3I. So the voltage is V equals 3I, 3 multiplied by this current to give us 15 cosine 60 pi t. And the power equal to voltage multiplied by current. So we have the voltage, which is 15 cosine 60 pi t, and we have current, which is 5 cosine 60 pi t. Their multiplication will give us cosine square, and 5 multiplied by 15 gives us 75. Then what is the next step? Very easy. Take this time, which is 3 milliseconds, and substitute it here, like this. Okay, we substitute with time equals 3 milliseconds, so we will have this amount of power. Okay, second equation is that V equals 3 di over dt, so we'll get the voltage, same as before. 3 di over dt is the derivative of current with respect to time. So we have here our current. So we have 3 first, we have 3 here, and the derivative of current with respect to time. So we have here our current. This is a constant value, so we will keep it as it is. Okay. Then we need the d over dt, or the derivative of cosine 60 pi t. So the derivative of cosine is negative sine. Okay, so we have negative sine 60 pi t, sine 60 pi t, then multiplied by the derivative of the angle. Derivative of 60 pi t is 60 pi. So we have 60 pi here. So this multiplication will give us negative 900 pi sine 60 pi t volt. Okay, this is our voltage. Now what is the value of power? Power will be this voltage multiplied by the current. So we have this equation and this equation of current. Take this one multiplied by this one, you will have this equation. Okay, then what are we going to do? Simply we are going to get the power at 3 milliseconds. So we'll take this 3 milliseconds and substitute in t here and in this t, like this. So we'll have in the end power equal to negative 6.396 kilowatt. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that at this case, it is positive. It means that this element is consuming electrical power. And since here in this case P equal to negative 6.396, it means that it is supplying electrical power. Okay. Another example here. How much energy does a 100-watt electric bulb consume in 2 hours? Very easy example. This one is the easiest one of them. So energy is equal to power multiplied by time. Okay, so what is the value of power? 100 watt multiplied by the time. What is our time? 2 hours. So the energy consumed 200 kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour? No, there is no kilo here. Okay, because it is only watt, so it will be 200 watt hour, or we can say 0.2 kilowatt hour. Okay, 10 to the power 3, so 1, 2, and 3, 0.2 kilowatt hour. So as you can see here, not the same answer. Okay, I will tell you now why. Here, watt or the energy is equal to power multiplied by time. Okay, so power here is 100 watt and time 2 hours. Okay, so if you multiply this two, you will get 200 watt hour or 0.2 kilowatt hour. That is the first solution. Second solution, if you would like it in joule. Okay, and instead of watt hour, I would like it in watt second or joule. So in this case, you will convert the 2 hours into second by multiplying this by 330,600 or 60 multiplied by 60. Okay, so you will have 720,000 joule or 720 kilojoule. Okay, So this is similar to this one, okay, no difference, except that this one is kilojoule and this one is kilowatt hour. Okay, as you would like, so the same answer. Okay, again, as you can see here, this is the same as watt equal to power multiplied by time, 100 watt multiplied by 2, 200 watt hour, or 0.2 kilowatt hour. Okay, so in this lesson we discussed some examples on the energy, power and voltage.